I was 52 years old, at the peak of my so-called success. I'd sold 3 companies, I was investing in startups, and I had just been interviewed by Forbes. From the outside, I looked like I had it all. But success built without balance is a ticking time bomb. That morning, I was reviewing a real estate deal in my home office when my chest tightened. I collapsed face first on the hardwood floor. My assistant found me an hour later, a heart attack. It wasn't fatal, but it was humbling. Lying in that hospital bed, surrounded by beeping machines and guilt, I knew something had to change. Not just my diet or my schedule, but my way of living. I realized I didn't need a total life overhaul, I needed momentum. Small, consistent improvements that would lead to a better life. And that's when I created the 1 Habit a Week challenge. It saved my life. Now, at over 70 years old, I can say with certainty, your habits are your destiny. And if you're between 18 and 40, this is your edge. The world is moving fast, but you can master the chaos by anchoring your life to habits 1 week at a time. Why 1 habit a week? You don't build a house by throwing bricks randomly on the ground. You lay 1 brick at a time, carefully, deliberately. 1 habit a week is the blueprint. Here's why it works. Focus. You avoid being overwhelmed. Flexibility. You adjust as you go. Momentum. You create a domino effect. Identity. You become someone who shows up for themselves. This method isn't about hustle. It's about building a system that outlasts motivation. The janitor who became a millionaire. Let me tell you about Marcus. When I met him, he was a janitor at a co-working space I invested in. Quiet guy. But one day, he overheard a group of us discussing compounding interest. He asked me, "Is it too late for someone like me to start?" I said, "Start with a habit, just 1." He began waking up 15 minutes early to read about finance. That became 30 minutes. Then he opened an investment account. Over 7 years with discipline and habit stacking, Marcus went from mopping floors to managing portfolios. Not everyone will become a millionaire, but everyone can become more than they are with 1 habit a week, the formula that never fails. Anchor. Attach the habit to something you already do. For example, after brushing your teeth, action. Make it stupidly small. For example, do 5 push-ups, read 1 page, award. Give yourself a micro reward. For example, a smile, a stretch, a mental good job. Example, after I drink my morning coffee, I meditate for 2 minutes. That became 10, then 30. Now I haven't missed a day in 19 years. Week by week. Starter plan, first 12 weeks. Week 1, write 1 sentence of gratitude every morning. Week 2, drink a full glass of water after waking up. Week 3, walk for 5 minutes after lunch. Week 4, turn your phone off 30 minutes before bed. Week 5, journal for 3 minutes about your day. Week 6, read 2 pages of a book each night. Week 7, do 10 jumping jacks every morning. Week 8, compliment 1 person genuinely each day. Week 9, plan your top 3 tasks every night. Week 10, check your bank account every Friday. Week 11, eat 1 healthy snack instead of junk. Week 12, sit in silence for 2 minutes daily. It sounds simple, almost too simple. But that's why it works. The burned out startup founder Jessica was 29, running a tech startup, drowning in caffeine, anxiety, and endless meetings. She came to me in tears after her second panic attack. I told her, "Don't change your whole life, just change your rhythm." Her first habit? Breathing deeply for 1 minute after every meeting. That small pause saved her sanity. Then she added 1 more habit, closing her laptop by 8 p.m. Her business didn't suffer, it flourished. Her team followed her lead. She went from surviving to leading with calm. Habit stacking versus habit hoarding. Then try to adopt 5 habits at once. That's hoarding. Stack gradually. Let each one stick. Anchor new habits to the old ones. Revisit and revise your habits weekly. Celebrate consistency, not perfection. Your identity shifts through repetition. Every habit you adopt is a vote for the person you want to become. Want to be healthy? Every step counts. Want to be wise? Every page counts. Want to be wealthy? Every dollar counts. People overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can become in a year. Mindset for long-term habit success. Be curious, not judgmental. If a habit fails, study it. Track lightly. A sticky note or small journal is enough. Forgive quickly. you'll mess up. Begin again the next morning. 12-month habit ladder, first quarter. Foundation, health, mindset, second quarter. Expansion, skills, learning, third quarter. Wealth, money habits, fourth quarter. Legacy, relationships, purpose. Each layer supports the next. Like rings of a tree, growth becomes visible over time. Final words from a life well lived at 70. I don't care about hustle porn. I care about freedom, about energy, about legacy. I've built and sold companies, survived heart attacks, seen empires fall. And I can tell you, no tool, book, or mentor beats the compounding power of tiny habits done weekly. Take this challenge seriously, and 1 year from now, you'll look in the mirror and barely recognize yourself. You won't just be better. You'll be unstoppable. And it all begins with this week. What habit will you build?